Hey guys, my name is Beverly. I'm going to come on here and do another pregnancy update. This one is going to cover everything that happened in weeks 36. I've been doing them for 2 weeks at a time, but now that I'm going to the doctor every week, this one is just going to cover what happened in just weeks 36. So at my 36-week appointment, because I'm going every week now, I got the test results that I got at the last appointment, which was at my week 34. And I forgot to say the name of the test last time for some reason, but it is called the GBS, which stands for Group B Strep Test, I believe. And that's where they did like the vaginal and rectum swab for like a bacteria that, you know, any woman can have. It's not harmful to us, like I said, but they have to test you that way. If you do have it, they will give you an antibiotic at delivery for the baby. And so I got the test results for the back for that, and they said I did not have it, so there's no need for me to have any kind of antibiotics or anything like that when I'm actually at the hospital going to deliver. So that was good. That was one less thing to have to worry about. And besides that, it was pretty much just like a regular appointment again. You do the lab, like a urine sample. They do your blood pressure, your weight, the baby's heart rate, which was the normal range again. And they said everything was pretty much going as it should be. And it was a pretty simple appointment. So everything went well with that, which I'm really happy about. And like I said, now I'm going once a week. So I went ahead and scheduled my next appointments, which would be weeks 37, 38, 39, and then 40, you know, depending on if I need it or not. So pretty much everything else that happened that week in week 36 was just getting the nursery ready and things like that. I did put in here that I started organizing it more once I had all like the clothes and more like decorations, and kind of like I kind of had my idea of what I wanted to do with the room finally. So I did a lot more organizing with the clothes, the closet, the dresser, all that. I did get like the little plastic drawers that you pull out. I got them at Target. I think they're like 3 or 4 each. They're only like that big, and they're really thin drawers that you just pull out. So I put that on. I got 2 of them. So just to store little things that, like, obviously you can't hang up, or you know, you don't need to hang up, or things that can't fit in the dresser, like they're not clothes and things like that. It's just like we had a handful, a pair of shoes, some books, some pacifiers and things like that I wanted to keep organized. We got a bunch of like little random stuff, so I kind of put that in one drawer, like some type of like medical stuff, just odd and ends, things like that, things I wanted to keep organized, but I didn't really have like a place in the dresser, or like I said, it could not be hung up and it wasn't like a decoration pretty much. So I put those 2 plastic drawers on the shelf inside the closet. That way, you know, it's organized, but yet it's not like out in the open for, you know, anybody to see, because it doesn't look the best, I guess. So also I put in here that this was the first full week that I had felt really like myself since I had hurt my back. I hurt my back, I think it was toward the very end of week 33. So like all of week 34 and 35, I had like back issues, and like it got better and better like the last week, like 35. But 36 was like the first full week where I kind of felt like myself again. I was able to do all the things I was doing before. I was able to work out. I was able just like to function without having pain, which was really nice after having 2 full weeks of like back issues, or that lower area, like right above your like your butt and your hips and all that. So that was the first full week where I remember like basically being pain-free and feeling like myself again, which was a great feeling. I did started feeling like myself and all that, like I said. We kind of had a busy week. Thankfully, I felt better. So we started putting Christmas decorations out. This was a couple weeks back. So we started putting Christmas decorations out around the house. Like we put up the tree and just decorated inside and did the lights outside, which was nice. It kind of made me think that like the baby's getting closer, because I'm due basically on Christmas. So it just made it seem more real, pretty much, that it's getting closer and closer. So, and I just put in here, we had like my mom's birthday dinner with some family, just a lot of personal stuff going on that week, just nothing super major. But also as far as like symptoms and things I started to realize with my own body, I was getting up in the middle of the night to pee, you know, this whole time, of course. Like I even did it before I was pregnant. I would say on an average night, I probably would get up like once a night to pee, like before I was pregnant, unless I was super, super tired and for some reason just didn't wake up. But once I found out I was pregnant, I was still, you know, for sure getting up once a night. But by this point, I was getting up for sure 2 times a night, sometimes even 3 times a night, just because I felt like I had to go to the bathroom. So I put like an average of 2, sometimes 3 at the most, but definitely at least 2 times a night to go to the bathroom. My hands and my feet, they're still swollen. And unfortunately, like, I can't wear my wedding rings anymore, which really stinks. I mean, I can't wear any rings, of course, but especially, like, I can't wear my wedding rings. I usually would I would always wear those, and then I had a really nice ring that was from my dad that I would wear on my right hand on my ring finger, and, you know, none of those fit. Some of my shoes I started to notice were getting really, really tight. Of course, I can still wear, like, tennis shoes, things that, like, give more, or, like, the laces, you can loosen them up a little bit, or, like, flip-flops or sandals, because your feet is exposed, like, there's nothing holding it in. But when it comes to, like, heels, or maybe sandals that have, like, a lot of straps on the top, where your feet have to, like, slide in, it's not just, like, a flip-flop, or, like, boots or something where, like, your whole foot is basically covered, those are getting really, really tight to the point where, like, you know, you just have to kind of try it on, see how you feel. And so started to notice that. So I'm trying to like debate like what kind of shoes I should be wearing. Thankfully it's Florida, so I can wear flip-flops all the time. But we do have a few cold fronts, and so those days I'd like to wear like closed-toed shoes, or I just wear like my tennis shoes, of course, to the gym. So thankfully I'm getting by, but like that's one thing that I've really noticed. Thought about investing in some like nicer shoes that are made that are like wider basically, but I haven't yet. I'm still like debating on whether I should do that or not. Also something else that I started doing, I started ordering a ton of stuff on Amazon for myself for the hospital, and for the baby for the diaper bag, or just for the baby in general for the hospital. Just because sometimes I don't know where to get everything. Like, there's certain things that, you know I can go buy at, you know, motherhood store or maternity store for, like, clothing, or, like, Target if it's just, like, a simple stuff. But sometimes I don't know where the best place to shop is. So, honestly, Amazon Prime has been, like, a lifesaver, because I know it'll get here in just a couple days. And usually it's the same price, if not cheaper. Like, we have free shipping and all that, so it'll get here super fast. And it's just been super, super convenient. So I feel I'm going to be using that a ton in the future for little things maybe I forgot, or once I get home from the hospital, or in the next few weeks and things like that. So pretty much Amazon Prime, I've ordered a ton of stuff. Like, whenever I see someone else on a video recommend something, or I realize something on my checklist like I haven't got yet, I'm like, oh, I just kind of search on Amazon and I always find it. So ordered a ton of stuff from there. So that's been really, really great. I highly recommend looking at Amazon, and just because honestly it's so much easier. You can just be sitting at home relaxing, and like you're getting things done, as opposed to having to drive out, look at the store, maybe try it on, or if it doesn't work, or if you don't like it, you have to return it, or if it's like a baby thing, maybe they don't have it at that certain store, so you have to go to another store. Like, basically Amazon is just so much easier. So anyways, that's pretty much everything that happened in week 36. It's really exciting. That means I'm officially 9 months pregnant. And so it's getting close, but I still have a few more weeks to go. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.